All right, we'll get started with Randy Arozarena. We'll start with Taryn in the front.
Randy, this isn't your first winner-go-home playoff game. 2020, Game 5 against the Yankees and Game 7 against the Astros. What do you take away from those games, and how do you think you can apply those lessons here tonight?
Randy, no es tu último juego, o no es tu primer juego, ¿no? Que se juega de eliminación, el que pierde se va a casa. Lo has jugado ya varias veces en el 2020 y en el juego número 7 contra Houston. ¿Qué es lo que tú aprendiste de esos juegos que puedes aplicarlos hoy en día?
No, yo creo que, buenas tardes primero, creo que el juego 7 siempre es el último juego de la serie. Cuando sabes que avanzas o te vas a casa, es el más importante de la temporada hasta ese día, pero yo creo que hay que seguir jugando la pelota como mismo siempre la he jugado siempre, igual que mis compañeros, a tratar de salir a darlo todo en el campo, tratar de divertirnos, que es un juego más, es importante, pero hay que divertirse en el campo y tratar de hacer las cosas, que ese juego es importante. El juego te brinda cómo va a ser el partido, se va a hacer un juego abierto, un juego apretado, pero lo más importante es divertirse y dar lo mejor de cada quien en el campo.
Yeah, first of all, good afternoon, everybody. I mean, yeah, you play, Game 7 or, the elimination game where loser goes home, and you kind of take it, and becomes probably the most important game of the season. But you also have to remember that it's still baseball. You still have to go out there. You have to enjoy it. I have to continue being the same player I've been all season, enjoy the game, enjoying it with my teammates. And once that game starts, you kind of have to just read the game a little bit. You kind of figure out whether the game's going to be open, it's going to be a little more close, whatever it is. But, yeah, you just got to have to go out there and just enjoy it and enjoy the moment with not just me but with my teammates.
Go to Tyler in the back.
Tarek Skubal is a great pitcher, but you guys have shown that you can beat him. What is the key to succeeding against Tarek Skubal?
Tarek Skubal es un buen lanzador, pero el equipo ha demostrado que le puede ganar. ¿Qué es la clave, para poder ganar la victoria hoy?
Bueno, sabemos que es un gran lanzador. Para nadie es un secreto que ha ganado Sayón. Le hemos jugado muy bien el equipo. Y nada, salir con el plan que tenemos, tratar de eliminar los picheos que nos hacen daño y tratar de ser más agresivos en el plato y agarrar un buen lanzamiento para hacer unos buenos turnos al bate. Cada de nuestros jugadores sabe el plan que tiene que hacer y nos encontramos muy bien y sabemos que vamos contra un gran rival hoy como él.
Yeah, I mean, he's a great pitcher. I mean, it's no secret. I mean, he's won the Cy Young Award. But I think for us is just stick to our plan and go out there and execute it. Try not to go towards or hit it or try to swing at any of those some of his good pitches. Take advantage of any pitches that he leaves for us and just try to get good at bats and go out there because, yeah, it's no secret that he's one of the best.
Go in the front row, Mike.
Randy, what does it mean being back home and having home field here for Game 5?
¿Qué significa regresar a casa y estar en casa para el juego número 5?
Significa mucho. Significa que la serie ha sido muy buena, ha sido muy peleada por los dos equipos y se va a definir aquí en nuestra casa. Sabemos que nosotros jugamos muy bien en casa, que tenemos la afición apoyándonos y eso nos da un poco más de fuerza. Creo que vamos a hacerlo bien, que vamos a tratar de hacer lo mejor de cada jugador para darle un alegrón a nuestra afición y poder celebrar junto con ellos. Hay que jugar pelota, el juego no va a ser fácil, pero tenemos la confianza en Dios que podemos hacerlo y tenemos esa inspiración para poder salir con mucha garra en el juego 5.
Yeah, I mean, it means a lot. Game 5, I mean, so it kind of gives you an indication that it's been a good series so far, back and forth. But, yeah, it means a lot being back home. The fans obviously are great. They kind of boost us, give a little bit more energy. And us as a team, we're just going to have to go out there and give our best, play ball, try to give the fans something to root for, something to cheer for. And hopefully at the end of the night, we can come out with the win.
Go to Shannon on the right.
Randy, how important is communication in the dugout between hitters on what you're seeing in a game like this? And is there a lot of that? Will you be telling them what you see? And is there a back and forth in that regard?
Randy, ¿qué tan importante es la comunicación entre los bateadores en el dugout en lo que están viendo del lanzador. Hay mucha comunicación, tú te comunicas con los demás bateadores explicándoles qué es lo que tú viste en el plato.
Sí, cada quien ve algo diferente en el lanzador y puede apoyar mucho a la hora de contribuir al jugador que está bateando, puede darle información que es muy bueno. También con el pitcher que es él, que es un gran lanzador, los detalles pueden ser clave y es muy importante nosotros siempre la energía que mantenemos dentro del dugout, eso nos motiva mucho para poder a la hora de la ofensiva tratar de dar lo mejor de cada jugador y eso es muy importante para poder lograr la victoria, que lo que hacemos nosotros en el dugout nos mantiene con esa energía al 100 para enfrentar el juego, que es el más importante, como digo, el juego 5.
Yeah, it's very important. I mean, we constantly have communication. Every little detail matters, especially when it's such a great pitcher like him. We're constantly in communication, and not just that, but just trying to keep that energy in the dugout. We're always trying to talk with each other, keep it up, because I think that energy is what's going to help us. It's been helping us win. So, whatever we have to do in the dugout to just keep the momentum our way, we'll try to do.
Go to Kate on the left.
Randy, you've been a member of so many great teams in Cuba, Team Mexico, the Rays. What has been your favorite part of being a part of each of those teams? And what is your favorite part about being a Seattle Mariner?
Randy, ha sido parte de grandes equipos allá en Cuba, con el equipo de México, con los Rays. ¿Qué ha sido tu parte favorita de esos equipos y qué ha sido tu parte favorita ahora que estás con los Marineros?
Mi parte favorita de todos los equipos es que la familia que siempre he tenido, donde quiera que voy, me han tratado muy bien. La parte especial que tienen estos marineros es que tenemos ganas, tenemos el hambre de ganar, tenemos esa unidad y ese trabajo en familia, ¿me entiendes? Que siento la vibra positiva de cada jugador, de poder ayudar, de no importar los números, sino a favor del equipo, ganar lo más importante. Y queremos darle ese alegrón a la ciudad de Seattle. Pero en realidad, todos los equipos que he pasado me han tratado muy bien y he sido un buen compañero y eso me hace especial de mí mismo y de todos mis equipos que he pasado, que me han apoyado en mi carrera.
Yeah, I think the most important part from the previous teams that I've been to is it's just been kind of building that family. Everybody's treating each other well. And I think you see it here with the Mariners, but you see the hunger, that everyone wants to win. And I think that's very important for us. And I think that's what's been helping us. And you look at through when I go into the clubhouse, you see guys, and it doesn't matter what their numbers are, you see the positivity that they come with and just wanting to help the team in any way they can. And I think that kind of passes from one player to another, and it's been very special. But yeah, my favorite part of being a part of all those teams has just been the family I've gotten to build and the way, we treat one another.
Anybody else for Randy? All right, Randy, Freddie, thank you.
Thank you.
Attaboy. Knew you could do it. Well done. Well played. Yeah, we should be good for the rest of the day. At least until post-game, maybe. Thank you.
Pretty much just watched the clothes I had. Well, supposed to do that, so you have to like college. I don't anymore, but I have. I'm into playing against them. That's usually where I live at. I used to live right by
Thanks for coming in, Dan. Good to see you. We'll open it up for Dan Wilson. We'll start over here with Adam on the right.
Dan, you were a part of some do or die type games like this as a player too. Yep. Just what are the emotions? What are the feelings? How are they similar? How are they different in your seat now?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's very similar. You know, you feel all the emotions that you kind of cycle through it all. But I think you get to the point where first pitch happens, and you get back to sort of groundedness, and you're ready to kind of business as usual at that point. And I think this has been a long journey for sure, and that's why there is so much emotion to it. But once that first pitch is thrown, I think you're back to where you want to be, and back in that state where you're ready for anything.
Go to Taryn in the front.
Dan, Randy just talked about how important communication is in the dugout during the game, and we saw in Game 4 just Josh relaying the signals and all of that, just constantly making sure everyone's updated. Just what have you noticed in the series over just the constant communication and relaying of information between players and coaches and everyone throughout the game?
Yeah, I mean, I think it just kind of highlights and reiterates, this is a group effort, and the guys in that clubhouse, they care about each other so much, and it's about giving everybody the chances, the best chances to succeed, so any information they have, they're going to pass it along, and that is a big part of this time of year is what they're seeing out on the field, what they're experiencing out there, and sharing that with the guys around them, and that's the beauty of baseball. That's the beauty of this time of year. It may be something a guy tells you right before you go up to the plate that helps you get that knock and win a game for your team. So that is such a big part of this time of year, and our guys have been phenomenal at that all throughout the series for sure.
Go to Tyler in the back.
Dan, if you guys advance tonight, would you expect to have Brian Wu on the next roster, and how has he been coming along?
Yeah, I mean, I think Brian's got a bullpen today, and see how he kind of bounces back from that, and obviously those are the decisions we're going to have to make pretty quickly once this a game concludes tonight. So yeah, I mean, we'll cross that bridge when we get there, but we're certainly hopeful.
We'll come
So
over
I'm sure
on
it's
the
an
right.
all hands on deck situation tonight, obviously, but like specifically Logan Gilbert, would he be available 2 days?
I think it is all hands on deck. You want to do everything you can to see another day. And so, I suspect Logan and the Rock and even Bryce Miller probably down in the bullpen tonight, available and ready to pitch. I know these guys want the ball in these situations, and it's exciting. This is what this time of year is all about, and these guys are ready for the moment.
Come on your right to Curtis.
Dan, 4 games now into managing in the playoffs for you as well. Anything you've taken away from the experience of the first couple games as to something to kind of build off of as being in the heat of the moment?
Yeah, I mean, every game presents, different puzzles, and each game takes on its own life and its own uniqueness. It feels like each game teaches you something different. You just have to continue to lean on the people around you that help you make decisions. We have such a great staff that, that's you just rely on them a lot. But it's been a journey, like I said. It continues to be a journey. It's a learning experience every time you go out there. But it's these guys in that clubhouse. They fight so hard, and that's really what it's all about, and that's how these games have gone.
Go over to Ryan on the left.
Dan, how flexible do you guys have to be with your approach at the plate against Skubal, just going off of what you're seeing early? I mean, you like to put pitches on him, but if he's able to command early, you don't want to be behind him either. How flexible and how can you get a read even in the first 2 innings off of him?
Yeah, I mean, I think a couple things. You have to kind of make the adjustments as you go, and you're right. We've been able to put some pitches on him over the course of the games that we've seen him this season. But again, it kind of goes back to that communication factor that we've talked about, and the first couple guys getting their ABs, seeing what they see. Coming back in the dugout and sharing that information and kind of relaying that to the next hitters so they have an idea. And that's how it grows, and that's how it's going to continue to go tonight. You have to be ready to make those adjustments. It's a fine balance between being too selective and getting behind, or being too aggressive and swinging at the pitches you don't want to swing at. So, but our guys have been great. They've been able to solve that part of it, when they faced Skubal before. So I think they have a good track record of making those good adjustments.
Go to Mike in front.
Dan, when you first got to know George Kirby, what was the impression that you took away that helps prepare him to meet this moment?
George he's got something inside that's special, and I think you don't see it sometimes until he takes the mound in these big moments, and we've seen it this year, and we've seen it in some big ball games that he's taken the mound, and I think there's nothing, there's no bigger moment than tonight, and I think that's what we're going to see from George again tonight, and it's that it's that voice inside him that won't take no for an answer, and you got to love to see that from your starter, and I'm looking forward to see George out there tonight.
Go to Brady in the front.
Dan, since you have that full bullpen at your disposal, would you be willing to use Andres Munoz before the 9th inning if you felt it called for it?
Yeah, I mean, I think we have to be open to anything tonight. That's what this game calls for, and again, that's what these moments call for. And you don't want to get too far away from what we've done. That's helped us be successful, but at the same time, you want to live to see another day. So again, there's a balance there that you have to strike, and I think we'll be ready for whatever adjustments we have to make.
We'll go with Taryn.
Josh mentioned last week the potential of the big inning for you guys that you hit on, especially in that last month of the year. This series you guys have strung together good innings, good at-bats, generated traffic, but there hasn't been quite that massive inning yet. You mentioned how even-keeled the team has been throughout this whole series. Does it help knowing that there's that gear that you guys put together in that last month that you guys know that you're still capable of hitting?
Oh, no doubt. Again, this is an offense that is very deep and has, when they work together as a lineup, they're very strong and can put runs up, can put them up quickly, and can put multiple runs up in an inning. And, in the postseason, that's a little bit more rare, but there's always that potential. And this is a lineup that can do it, and we've seen it play out. We're able to put a lot of them, a lot of runs on them in Game 3 in Detroit, and so we just continue to do the offensive things that we do well as a team. It goes back to identity again, and we'll be in good shape tonight.
Go to Shannon on the right.
Dan, I got from some of the guys in the clubhouse in Detroit after the game, it seemed like a feeling of they were embracing this opportunity today. And I think I saw that from you when you came in as well. How do you and how did they embrace this game today?
Well, I think T-Mobile is legendary for the feeling that it invokes in players and coaches and whoever's out there. This is an electric place, and this is an electric fan base. It's an incredible fan base, and they're going to be out in full force tonight. We know that, and I think our guys really do feed off that energy. And know that that's going to be a big factor tonight in the game. And so I think, yes, we were obviously disappointed in the Game 4 a result, but we're really excited to be out here tonight and ready to play.
Anything else for Dan? All right, Dan, thanks for coming in.
Thank you.
Next guy will be Zach McKinstry at 2 o'clock. Thank you.